Alright, we have some interesting deck profile for you today. We are going to be profiling a Gem-Knight FTK deck that got first and second at two different Yu-Gi-Oh days. Both Yu-Gi-Oh days appear to be optimizing and using the new ban list. So, what does that mean? Well, Judgment Reborn, no Maxi, so you can't really get punished for playing this deck. If you guys aren't too familiar with Gem-Knight FTK, it's literally just Lady Lapis Lazuli OTK. And then, for what you need to know about this, must be fusion summon with the above fusion materials, which is literally just one Gem-Knight Lapis plus any Gem-Knight monster. And then you can only special summon Gem-Knight Lapis Lazulis once per turn. And then once per turn, you can summon one Gem-Knight monster from your main deck or extra deck to the graveyard, and if you do inflict 500 damage to your opponent. Now, very, very standard bullshit. You're going to kind of just ensue with doing this. I mean, 500 for each special monster is pretty good, but literally, you know who gets around that limit? Yay, Master Diamond, which is 3 Gem-Knight monsters. So this guy gains 100 attack for each gem monster in your graveyard. Once per turn, you banish one level 7 or lower gem monster from your graveyard. Until the end phase, this card's name comes to that name and replace this card's effect with that monster's original effect. So you literally just generate a monster board, and then you start slamming in the damage from the constant copies of Lapis Lazuli. Now, no one said that this strategy was foolproof, because, you know, the TCG doesn't have Needle Fiber. We don't have Link Summon Sorceress. We don't have the plant monster that combo extends the plays. But what we do have is a Broken Dream, and that's one of the things a lot of players like to hold on to. So Edgar Colazzo is the duelist playing this today. Go through the deck profile here, and then we'll go into a little bit of his match breakdown. So, Triple Block Dragon, pretty self-explanatory with where you're going with this. It's literally just part of the thing. You banish 3 Earth monsters from your hand or graveyard, special summon it. Can't be special summoned, by the way. Is rock monsters you control can't be destroyed by battle. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, add up to 3 rock monsters from your deck to your hand. Just, once again, very, very broken effect, because, you know, rock. That's all you need to know. 1 copy of Crystal Rose, triple Gem Armadillo, triple Gem Lazuli, triple Gem-Knight Obsidian, triple Lone Fire Blossom, 1 Darling Cobra, triple Orthristos Scorpio, triple Rescue Rabbit, triple Lapis, and triple Tourmaline. Very, very, very standard monster lineup. Spells, 1 Absorb Fusion. There's a reason why this has been going up in price. The fact that it rotas for any Gem-Knight card and allows you to fusion summon, pretty fucking good. And then, of course, triple Brilliant Fusion, 1 Foolish Burial, triple Gem-Knight Fusion, 1 Instant Fusion, 1 Acquisitiveness, and 1 Soul Charge. Very interesting to see Acquisitiveness coming into play, but once again, when you're gem fusing away and recurring the fusion back to your hand, you can Acquisitiveness back the monsters to ensure that you can get back some additional resource power. The extra deck, 1 Brilliant Lady, or Lady Brilliant Diamond. Must be special summoned with the above fusion materials. You can only special summon this once per turn. Once per turn, send 1 face-up Gem-Knight you control to the graveyard, and if you do, special summon 1 Gem-Knight fusion monster from your extra deck, ignoring those summoning conditions. Really beautiful. Triple Lady Lapis Lazuli, triple Master Diamond, 1 Seraph Knight, 1 Zirconia, 1000 Ice Restrict, 1 Borload, 2 Phantom Quartz, 1 Linked Revo, and 1 Mrs. Radiant. In the side deck here, triple Chaos Hunter, 2 Gamma Seal, 2 Thunder King, 2 Cosmic Cyclone, 2 Magical Spring, 2 Anti-Spell Fragrance, 2 Evenly Matched, and 1 Solemn Judgment, wrapping the main deck up. Now, I didn't get an in-depth explanation on how your FTK steps work. A while back, we actually did a deck profile on Gem-Knight FTK. I assume that there's some variance to it with how things go. You might want to look back on that video for the strategy of that. So, outside of that, I mean, your main go-to chord is literally Phantom Quartz. It's just 2 Gem-Knight monsters to make it. Not even Gem-Knight monsters, just 2 gem monsters to make this thing. And literally, when it's Link Summon, you get to add a Gem-Knight card from your deck to your hand. So you can search for fusion, literally anything else you really need. And then you can pay 1,000 life points fusion summon 1 Gem-Knight monster from your extra deck by shuffling those materials that you in your possession into your deck. And, oh god, it's so good. But the monster you summon can't attack directly. I mean, we really don't care about that. So, what happened in his tournament report? Day 1, which was the first event, he was against Blue Eyes. He went 2-0 against Blue Eyes. He lost the dice roll, but it didn't matter because he did open up the solid FTK, which we were talking about earlier, just generating as many monsters as you can while doing Lady Lapis Burn. Yes, I know it does say you can only switch someone once per turn, but you're going to literally just copy the effect and ensure that you're going to get around that bypass limit of that. So, pretty standard. Round 2 was against Dinos. He went 2-1. He lost the dice roll, but FTK'd him game 1 and 3. Game 2, he lost to Winda plus Conductor. Oh, that's got to be rough. Kind of interesting to see that dinosaurs were playing Shadalv, but I assume, you gotta remember, this is more of a local-oriented level. ABC, he ended up actually, game 1, FTK'd him, lost game 2 to Dragon Buster. And game 3, actually did an old fusion OTK, which is literally just put as many monsters on the board as you can and punch them in the face. Diamond plus Zirconia is some real beatdown power. They're big, so we like them. Round 4 was against Demise True Draco. He went 2-1. He lost game 1 to Double Masterpiece. Oh, yeah, that's rough. Even if you're playing a deck like this, an OTK-based deck, like, you still can't do anything against 2 generic pops. Because as soon as your opponent knows that you got to resolve the Brilliant Fusion as, like, your combo starter, your opponent is going to go for that and just try to shut you down as soon as possible. So, really broken. Well, I guess I can't really say it was a broken strategy because you know what you got to look for in this deck. These are your 2 primary big hits. I would even argue that killing the Lone Fire before it tributes itself. Probably these 9 cards are going to be your go-tos to ensure your opponent can't invoke themselves with your strategy. And then the last round of day 1, he FTK'd Pendulum both games in a row. I mean, I guess. I mean, sometimes your deck just literally opens up the nuts, and there's nothing you can do. So, straight 5-0, day 1, beating out Blue Eyes, Dinosaur Shadal, ABC, Demise, True Draco, and Pendulum Magician. I mean, like, that's a very subtle round. Day 2 was against Trickstar. He FTK'd Trickstar. That's a little bit of justice for you Trickstar players. I know a lot of you guys are like, oh my god, Trickstar's the best deck. Well, you know, sometimes life just happens. Round 2 was against Trickstars. He went 1-2, Reincarnation, plus still taking down extra burn damage is pretty good. Round 3 against Pendulum, he FTK'd him both games in a row. Once again, it seems to be the recurring theme here. If we open up the nuts, we open up the nuts, right? Like, that's kind of how this works. Round 4 was against 60 Card Lightstorm. 2-1, FTK'd him game 1 and 3. Game 2, Snow was a bitch. Yeah, having a monster that continuously recurs itself and flips down your literally any sort of disruption seems like it hurts his deck. And then round 5 was against Trickster once again. He won 2-1. Game 1, 2 Reincarnations, banished all of his fusion spells. And then game 3, he sat on a Thunder King and won. Hey, Thunder King value. Gotta love it. It's one of the cool things about this deck. Even though it doesn't look it, a stun engine really kinds to come together. Does that make sense? Like, just because, like, it seems really bad, it seems really good. I guess that's the way it's supposed to go. I also said the deck was really consistent. He said he was hitting 80 to 90% to FTK, which is actually pretty good. He said all you need is Rabbit plus a fusion spell, or Armadillo plus Brilliant Fusion, or Lone Fire plus Lone Fire or Scorpio, plus a Gem-Knight monster, just to literally FTK your opponent. Like, those are some really consistent numbers when you're looking at, like, Yu-Gi-Oh as a whole. Like, ugh, God. So, very interesting to note, though. Going into this format, we've already got Gem-Knight FTK running around, and I didn't think it was going to be as consistent as it actually was. But, you know, congrats, Edgar. Bringing knowledge to the player base is something that I tend to really enjoy. Whether or not it be to the random ass Johnny Nguyen, Asian Persuasion, Noble Knight deck profile that this band's playing off in some wilderness of bumblefuck nowhere, or, you know, Gem-Knight FTK showing up and just wrecking some shit. So what do you guys think about this deck? This is This is really interesting in my opinion. This is what I live for. Degeneracy 101. So leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think about this deck. And, I'll have to wait and see what other interesting shit happened at Yu-Gi-Oh! Day this weekend. Alright guys, I'm out. The ride never ends, guys. Make sure you enable those notifications to get the latest videos that are being posted on this channel. Make sure you guys check out VanCole40 for my Cardfight Vanguard channel. And join me and House of Champions on the Zodiac Duelist TV Twitch stream. We'll be interacting with our audiences. And please check out No Limit Gaming and LGTCG.com for the cheapest trading cards on the market. Thanks for watching, guys, and please have a good day.